don't know how to follow that. Jody always has a way of surprising me, whether it's my 40th birthday and having all my friends come in for a big booze cruise or the picture of the bridge, but this is something I've been dying to say for months. This is what democracy looks like. So, before I give some remarks here, and you know I tend to go on, I want to give a big sincere thanks to Pam, to Heather, and to Britt. This has been a very tough election cycle on all of us. It's been tough on our families, it's been tough on our support networks, and in the last few weeks, me and Pam have been running into each other on the streets multiple times. Even there was the big surprise for everybody in the neighborhood to see where I was in Donna Magdalena's house. I was giving her my final pitch. Donna is a tough voter to win over. Here she is right there. I hope I won you over. It took a couple door visits, meet and greet, but I think I eventually did it. But the doorbell rang, and the doorbell, I answered it. And I was just like, surprise. I was like, who is ringing a doorbell in D6 today? I'm like, it's probably Pam. But big sincere thanks to all the candidates. And I also want to talk a little bit about what our politics should be like. Politics should be issue-based. Politics should be positive. Politics should be tough. Politics should take hard work. But in the end, we always need to come together. And win or lose here, I was always ready to do the work. And I said, you know what? No matter what happens in this election, the problems that we have as a county are still going to be here, and we all have to do the work together. So, speaking of doing the work together, I'm looking around the room, and I see so many of you who contributed in so many different ways. Dropping lit, we had over 200 volunteer slots filled. And at the beginning of this campaign, we said, you know what? If we can't fill these volunteer slots, we don't deserve to be elected. So a lot of you guys, you started out on the bridge, you did the work, and so this is definitely not my victory, this is our victory. And I thank you for that. So, we started this campaign on the bridge over the Yahara with a simple but a radical idea that we wanted to make District 6 in Dane County a great place to live for all of our neighbors. When we see the racial disparities we have, when we see a new $100 million jail being built, when we see what's happening to our vulnerable populations, when we see what's happening to people who live in our district who might not be able to afford to live in our district anymore, we have to fight for all of them. And on our lit pieces, on our campaign messaging, everything, we made sure to include people who looked like the people who lived in this district, and we made sure that it was important to elevate voices of people with different backgrounds and identities, and I think that's important to do, and I said let's start doing that in the campaign first. You know, in 2016, it was tough on immigrants and people of color and LGBTQ plus populations and progressives. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to normalize all of us in leadership positions. That means on our neighborhood associations, in government, in leadership positions. And I think that's important. I don't want people to look at people who run. I just wanted to normalize the fact that immigrants and first-generation Americans and all of us contribute so positively to American society, and that we help make American society. And my parents always taught me, and my sisters always taught me, particularly my sister Nilu, who helped raise me since I was very young. She always taught me that life is about effort, not outcomes. And that's something I try to instill in Goldie. And I always try to tell him, we put in the time, we put in the effort, and no matter what happens, we need to make sure that we've given everything our all. So, Junior Bear, you're going to have a tough life ahead of you because you're going to have to be putting in a lot of effort. So, I want to thank my campaign team. All of you guys are the campaign team, but there were certain people, beginning of the campaign, Jody lost her dad, and at the end of the campaign, MJ lost his dad, and I know that time when you're grieving after you lose somebody is time that you're never going to get back. You're never going to get that time back, and they gave that time to me, and the only way I can repay that time is through hard work, and I'm ready to do it, guys. I'm ready to get out there. I'm ready to work hard. I'm ready to work for stronger communities. I'm ready to work for stronger neighborhoods, and Heidi's here. Heidi has been my inspiration, my hero, my mentor. She's on the county board pushing for these issues. And Heidi, I want to learn from you. I want to work with you. I want to take this progressive tradition that we have in this county, and I want to turn it into concrete policies. And I'm ready to put in the work with you.
Yay, Heidi.
And Harvey has a lot of beer. We got a lot of cake right here. So thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for everything you did. Thank you, my best friend Sasha. We had the pact on day one. We got a lot of work in 2018. We got to kick Walker out of office. We got to take back Congress. We got to take back Senate. We got to take our local progressive ideas. We got to make them happen everywhere. Thank you. I love you. And it's time to drink, baby.